For today's Cyber CEO episode,
we have continued to find new ways to leverage and to work with 𝗙𝗲, and it just continues to make us more efficient, and it continues to make our group better. He works with the other cyberbackers to make sure that they're on point as far as the things that they need to know, and he is running her world. It's period. They relish being part of a team environment, and they are so excited when we have successes. They are so excited for us, and we're excited for them, and it works both ways, and it's just a wonderful thing. It has made an enormous difference in stress levels, in hours worked, and all of that translates into a better family life, a better home life, more fulfillment, more happiness. It just does. And so I would say tremendously. It was astounding. Our success is dependent on each other, and our happiness and our family's success. All you get is this strong desire to help and to contribute. We have 4 cyberbackers now, two for the team, 2 for the franchise. We could not be happier. We're thrilled with what they're doing every single day. It matters.
welcome to Cyber CEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. Cyber CEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. Another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is 𝗙𝗲𝗋𝗶𝗹. We're back with another episode of Cyber CEO. And of course, we have a very special guest in the show right now. Mike, how are you doing today?
I am outstanding. 𝗙𝗲𝗋, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you very much for asking and for dropping by. I know you're very busy. Now, to let you know, we have a lot of listeners who are business owners just like yourself. So I need your help. Can you introduce yourself to our audience? Maybe let's start off with, what's your role in the business, Mike?
So my name is Mike Davis. I am the Director of Operations for the CyberCEO Group of 𝗙𝗲𝗋𝗶𝗹 Realty. We are in Southern Ohio. Our market center is in Columbus, and we are a mega agent office. Last year, we closed 193 units for almost $29 million. So we're doing a little bit of business.
All right, that's good to know. Now, how about with virtual leverage? Is this your first go at it?
Yes, actually, it is. And it was astounding what has occurred to us in the last 6 months. One of our leadership, Matt, asked us to take a phone call with the growth backer that he works with. Mm-hmm. And we did. And the next thing you know, we hire our first cyberbacker. And we had heard all of these wonderful things, and we had heard how much the leverage would matter. And it was astounding. And when I say literally astounding, the change that first cyberbacker made in our business.
How was that first cyberbacker experience? How was the impact though? Can you describe it?
It was enormous. So we were like, I would assume that there are a lot of people who are like us, and we didn't know enough to know even what we didn't know, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. And so we just kind of stumbled our way along for the first couple of weeks. And my partner, Kelly, who is our rainmaker, finally just kind of clicked in with our first cyberbacker, 𝗙𝗲𝗋. And the next thing you know, we start piling more and more on 𝗙𝗲𝗋 and more and more. And he continued to, we still haven't found his threshold of how much he can handle. It's crazy.
But how long have you been with 𝗙𝗲𝗋, by the way?
I think we're at about 5 months now.
5 months and you still haven't seen the threshold. Imagine what you can do in a year's time, right?
It's amazing. And he has gotten better. But I think it's important to note, while 𝗙𝗲𝗋 came to us really well trained based on the job profile that we laid out, we have continued to evolve that and we have continued to find new ways to leverage and to work with 𝗙𝗲𝗋. And it just continues to make us more efficient, and it continues to make our group better. And I'll just be super blunt about this. 𝗙𝗲𝗋 replaced 2 in-office staffers. Like literally, he's doing the job of 2 people.
Wow.
And more. And again, I haven't found his threshold. So it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And just 5 months into the partnership, just imagine just in another month, 2 months, right? Imagine the things that he could do. Now, you already mentioned it, that he is handling 2 jobs as one. Now, what are these things that you leverage off to him every day?
We originally thought 𝗷𝗊 was going to handle social media and do some back end, some client management stuff, some CRM stuff. It turned out that his relationship with Kelly has developed in such a way that we actually asked 𝗷𝗊 to be promoted, and we made 𝗷𝗊 a prime cyberbacker. And 𝗷𝗊 is now with Kelly almost all day long, helping her with her listings, he works with the other cyberbackers to make sure that they're on point as far as the things that they need to know. And he is running her world. It's period.
Now, I know for a fact that you have a second cyberbacker who's fairly new, I think a few weeks, right? Now,
a few weeks. 𝗙𝗍, he's wonderful. And we hired 𝗙𝗍 to do social media for the real estate business. We're also a franchise owner of Cyberbacker. We have Cyberbacker of Northern Ohio. So he's doing the social media for that. We also have an Airbnb business. And so he's doing the social media for that as well. So it's a full-time job and he's knocking it out of the park.
And both cyberbackers are just almost everywhere in the business, and almost.
Yeah, they are. And the thing about it is if people have preconceived notions about what it's like to work with a virtual assistant, it's first of all, these people that you have available, and I think that this is a really important distinction. There are thousands and thousands of applications that come in every week to Cyberbacker, and these are the top 0.5% of all applicants are the ones that get hired. And so they are intelligent, like extremely, extremely intelligent. Their learning curves are very short. Their retention levels are super high. And I think the most important thing is they relish being part of a team environment. And they are so excited when we have successes. They are so excited for us and we're excited for them. And it works both ways. And it's just a wonderful thing.
Yes, again, they're only the best of the best here in Cyberbacker, of course. Now,
Truth.
Before you even got to work with both cyberbackers, you went through the hiring process. So how was the experience there, Mike?
It was great. Again, we didn't know what we didn't know. So we were very, very surprised during the how thorough the process was for developing what we wanted in terms of a job description. Like it was extremely thorough, and that took some time. And we actually had to really stop and think and do some soul searching on what it was that we wanted to have taken off of our plate and put onto someone else's plate. So that was wonderful to go through that. That in and of itself is a learning experience right there. But then comes the rapid fire interview where you're talking to 4 or 5 different people, and it's just your mind is blown. And we've done this 4 times now, and all 4 times we've gotten to the end of it and said we could hire any one of them, like any of them would be great. But we have to choose one.
Of course.
So we work through it and we eventually choose one. But the talent pool is deep.
Yes, very, very deep, of course. Now, you already mentioned a few of the things that they do to impact your professional life. Now, I'd like to know, though, how about personally? How have they impacted your personal life, Mike?
Well, I'm going to say that it hasn't impacted mine as much as it has Kelly's, for sure. It has made an enormous difference in stress levels, in hours worked, and all of that translates into a better family life, a better home life, more fulfillment, more happiness. It just does. And so I would say tremendously.
Tremendously. All right. Now, we can safely say that what you have with your cyberbackers is a partnership, right? A successful partnership. Now,
Yes.
we would like to know, how did it get to that point? Because we have a lot of listeners that have difficulty sometimes with working with someone who's virtual. So do you have any tips that you can share with our listeners?
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of things. One, they're going to come to you trained, but that doesn't mean that you can just put them to work and forget about them.
Mm-hmm.
It is critically important that you talk every single day, that you have a huddle in the mornings and you establish what needs done for that day. and then you work together throughout the day, and you just continue to communicate. Communication is always the key. Sure. And training and more training, and you can utilize the head backer. You can utilize. There's so many resources that they can go to, and so now, like, my attitude is when I need them to learn something, I say, guys, reach out, get on Slack, find out who knows how to do this, and figure it out, because someone there can teach you better than I can. And so we utilize every resource that we can. And I think that's a big part of it, 𝗙𝗪𝗯, is just understanding that there are resources available for them to work with, and that makes them better, and it makes your relationship better. But it's like anything else: communication, honesty, setting expectations, the things that make any relationship work.
Yes, of course. Very, very important. Again, because if you invest in their success, they would also invest in yours. And it works like a well-oiled machine, right? Something like that.
Without question.
Yes. Now, one last question for you, Mike. And of course, this is going to be on social media. So obviously, all of your cyberbackers are going to be able to listen to this. So we would like to know, what do you like most about your cyberbackers? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Loyalty.
Loyalty. Why loyalty?
Because every morning at 9 o'clock, I get a text message from them that says, hey, good morning, I'm here. Let's go. What can we do to help? And every evening at 6 o'clock, I get a text message that says, thank you for a wonderful day. And throughout the entire day, anything that we need is if it's important to us, it's important to them, because they have this very clear understanding that our success is dependent on each other, and our happiness and our family's success is dependent on each other. And you don't get jealousy. You don't get, all you get is this strong desire to help and to contribute. We have 4 cyberbackers now, two for the team, 2 for the franchise. We could not be happier. We're thrilled with what they're doing every single day. It matters.
Now, we are very, very excited to see where this partnership grows to, of course, for the next couple of months and the years to come. Mike, thank you very much for dropping by. I had fun talking to you today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. We appreciate you.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of CyberCEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.